Somebody down in Upora was looking for some. They have gnat problems. So I told them they can have all the roosters they want. Come and get them. Let's go find Sitka. Sitka.
So we just moved Ellie and Nellie into the front pen paddock, which is the one closest to our house. They have not ever been around Clara, so there's going to be some pushing and shoving. But we Nellie's due early March to April, I think. We don't have a good due date on her. She's the black and white one. But last year, she kidded triplets when we were not at home, and we lost them. It was like December the 18th. She really, we really had no idea she was about to kid that day, and we even got home a little bit early from school that day, and one was just barely alive. And so anyway, they didn't make it, and it was very heartbreaking. So we wanted to go ahead and get, and they're sisters, Ellie and Nellie, and so we wanted to go ahead and get them moved up here so we can keep a good eye on them. Yeah, if it's, I mean, of course, you know, this happens initially, but the reason we're not sure when Nellie is due, we first put her with Rocket. Y'all don't have horns, girls. I hate this part. The reason why we don't know when exactly Nellie is due, like we wanted, because she lost her triplets last year, her and Ellie were neither one were really good initial moms. They really didn't know what to do when they kidded. Even when Ellie, the brown and white one, kidded, I came out here and they were just both laying just like right over here, and I had to help get them dried off. It's like they had them just so fast, both of them, and I had to help with them nurse and everything. But once they got going, you know, Ellie was a good mom. But Nellie, we really wanted to know when she was due. And she's probably the worst one. We don't know exactly, but we put her with Rocket. He is our really beautiful black and white buck. And she was with him for a couple of weeks, but we never saw anything. We never saw them breed, and she really just hated being in there with him. And so we ended up, we moved Ellie in with Cochise, which they both bred Cochise last year. We ended up just moving Nellie in with Cochise because she was missing her sister so bad. So basically, if she kids sooner, it's Rockets, later it's Cochises. And that's bad, but we just don't know. I just have a soft spot for her and hated to separate her from her sister. Where's the babies?
They're probably hiding.
They knew, huh? Yep. They're in the goat hut. Girls, y'all know each other. Y'all quit. Y'all know each other. Stop. I don't know, maybe we need to move Chrysanthemum and Lavender, since they've already kidded, back down with the other girls. Hey, Sassy. Okay. Now these girls, they're all family. Like, they know each other. There's still a little bit of pushing and shoving, but nothing major.
I think the problem, Clara is new. These girls have never been around
Right.
Clara except for these two, Lavender and Chrysanthemum. So they'll do a little pushing, and I mean, you already see Lavender's done.
You gonna see the new baby, Sassy? Now, you're not the smallest. It's so funny bringing the new babies in. Sunday and Sassy don't look like the babies anymore.
Sunday reared up
I
on her.
saw it. Y'all might as well quit fighting. Lavender's the boss, I hate to tell you. Is your mama ignoring you? Look, Lavender and Flossie, mom and daughter, are pushing and shoving. I wouldn't have thought that. That's your baby, Lavender. Nova and Flossie are half sisters. They have the same daddy. Taco was their daddy. And Taco was Zuri's daddy. So we had all these white goats last year. Y'all watching the show? Sisters. You're a good girl, Lavender. Yeah. So Tansy and Delilah, who were born the last 10 days. The one with the beard, standoffish back there, that's their daddy. That's Dakota. And he is a registered New Zealand. He's beautiful. And then we've got Cochise, Sweet Nubian, and Rocket. What are you boys doing? And there's Jovi. Hey, Jovi. Hey, pretty girl. Are you guarding your goats, huh? Hey, boys. Kevin, what's wrong? She's in the electric fence, Kevin. Leave it to her. If one's gonna get hurt, it is Nellie every single time. I mean, what was she doing?
She got in between.
Every single time it's Nellie. Alright, y'all are good. Stay away from the electric fence. And y'all stop fighting with Clara. What did we have down as a possible due date for these girls?
March the 1st for Ellie.
That's if she bred with Rocket.
I can't remember if that's on the 155 day or 150 day.
So it could be the end of.
It could be, she could go anywhere from a week to the end of the month. And then I think Ellie is like no, let's see. I think Gladiolus is next, and then I think she is either the end of March or 1st of April. Ellie.
Yeah. So Ellie, the brown and white one, had Sunday and Sassy last year. She had 2 doelings. But Nellie, the black and white one, had triplets. She had 2 bucklings and a doeling that she lost because she just didn't know how to take care of them, I guess. I'm really not sure. Y'all still worked up, girls? But we weren't home, and we got home and they had not made it. And they looked, at first we thought maybe they were a little bit preemie, but I don't really think they were. After that was our very first babies born, and so it was a horrible experience. But we want to go ahead and get her up here so that we can check on them frequently before and after school. And thank goodness Kevin gets home a lot earlier than we did last year when Nellie was pregnant. But I would really love it if she had Rocket babies, because he is just beautiful, black and white, and I would really like that. But if it's Cochise's, that's who she bred with last year, and he comes from really good lines, and so that was our goal anyway, is to breed Ellie and Nellie with Cochise, and then their offspring to breed with Rocket. That's the original plan. So Nellie, when she was last in this paddock, there wasn't an electric fence, and we have an electric fence because Tiberius kept, I mean, he can just flat-footed, just, huh? Okay. He can just flat-footed jump over the fence, and he wasn't running off, but we just didn't want to, you know, we do have neighbors that are fairly close, and we just, you know, want to be considerate, and he is pretty ferocious when other dogs are concerned. So we are training him to an electric fence, and eventually we have 44 acres, so we plan on doing electric fencing and moving them further out. So he now respects the fencing, but as we moved Nellie and Ellie over, she came right over here and touched her nose, and instead of backing off and going this way, she ran between the two, the regular fence and the electric fence, and got herself caught. So I've never seen Kevin run so fast, but he sprinted, and at that point she had already gotten herself back safely into where with Tiberius. And Tiberius is very good with the goats. Tiberius, the only thing that we worry with him, other than him that he can get out, and we wanted to maintain him in one paddock, is that he is not good with the chickens. So that prey driving him, he'll just go after them. So that's one reason. That's another reason he is in this electric fence, is because of the chickens. But I don't know if y'all can see, Sitka she's out there with Clara. You see Sitka out there with Clara?
Yeah.
And Nellie, she bent up those poles from that electric fence. Girls, are y'all done with all the drama? It's just too much drama. I'm glad to have y'all back close. I've missed you. Nellie, if you do have to have a baby, you go back into that goat hut. You know the drill. You and Ellie hung out there last year. So we got Ellie and Nellie moved up to the kidding area, and it's been eventful with them. You know, I wouldn't call it, I don't know if you call it fighting, but they headbutt and push and shove and all that good stuff. But as you can see, like, we went ahead and moved Lavender and Chrysanthemum and their babies into this bottom paddock with the goats that they were pretty much raised with. They all know each other, and so there was a little pushing and shoving, but they've got it worked out and it's fine. Ellie and Nellie, they're twin sisters. I knew, you know, Nellie's closer to kidding, I think, so we definitely wanted to get her moved up, but she really doesn't do well not being with her sister, so we moved them both. And that, I guess they may have just ganged up on Clara a little bit. Clara, of course, Clara has horns and they don't, so she was really going at it hard. But Ellie and Ellie showed that they're at the top of the pecking order, I guess you would say, and Clara's down here now, sort of just sulking by herself. But they'll get it worked out, and they'll cohabitate peacefully after this. I didn't want to do it when Clara was still pregnant, but but she's not kitted, and I need to keep an eye on Nellie as well. Since she lost triplets last year, I can't afford for her to be down in a paddock where I can't check on her and just look out my door and see her all the time. So not fun, but they're moved, and I feel like the gladiolus, I don't know if y'all can see, but she's in the yellow collar. We're gonna leave her in here to kid in this paddock. This is where she had Zuri last year, and she'll be fine. She's an experienced mom, and so I'm not too worried about just leaving her down here with Zuri and where she's comfortable. I just needed to get my girls, Ellie and Nellie. I guess you'd say I'm a little more protective of them. Nellie, after she lost her triplets last year, I got her trained to the milking stand and milked her through a good bit of the winter, and it was difficult. Last year, Kevin was at the hospital a lot with his dad before his dad passed away, and I was here tending to all the chores, and it was a difficult time for us, but I was trying to relieve her with her having a full bag after losing triplets, and continue to milk her. And she's just my sweet girl. And if something is going to go wrong, it is with her. So she has lost the first kidding. She lost triplets. Then we had a hay feeder, a kind made for horses, that it was hanging in their goat hut. She got her leg caught in it. I happened to come out, catch her, but it was like her leg was like straight up. That was like last year. And then today, the electric fence. So if something's gonna happen, it is poor Nellie, and she's like the one that I'm the most protective of and scared to death of something happening to her. But we bought her and her twin sister Ellie, which you can just see they're the sweetest girls. But we bought them as a package deal. Their owner wanted to keep them together because they were so close, and they are. They're precious, but they're a force to be reckoned with when we get them moved. And they're around new goats because they're a team and they're the bosses, I guess you could call it. So now we're just gonna see. Y'all be nice to Claire now, okay? I know.